Yesterday, someone shared some feedback with me, and it so totally made my day. You see, they were asking about my favorite toe separator and why that particular brand, since they seem to have found other things that were cheaper out there in the market. At first, I found this in Amazon some years ago when I first started exploring the possibilities for my toes. These were really cheap. These did not work. The cheapy ones, turns out that I could put them on, but I could not move with them. I had to stay still. Then somebody gifted me this other version. They were really expensive. I can't believe that they actually paid as much as they did for this stuff. Again, they were really hard to put on. I could not walk or move with them. Why did I choose this brand? The toe spacers are easier to put, they're silicone, they're flexible, and I can actually walk, stand, train, do my workouts with them. Because we all know that the true rehabilitation doesn't happen just laying down, right? Wouldn't it be nice to just take a nap and wake up healed up, right? Rehabilitation takes place when we are actually moving our body. All right. So for true reform, we need to work with them on, have them on so that the toes learn how to move and be strong in a separate space, not just all crumped up together like we usually do when we atrophy our feet with our shoes. A conversation kept on meandering all over the place about the toe socks and the toe shoes and zero drop, right? And white toe box and all those different things. And then she put on a very angry expression and she said, my medical professional has never talked to me about rehabilitation and any of these things. And what a disservice that this person never explored this with her. And then she said, our interactions have made me hopeful that I can somehow start doing something about my feet. Oh man, I almost cried right then and there. Um, because this is exactly what I try to tell people. There's hope. There's something we can do. There's something that we can do to improve ourselves. Is not it might not be back to when you were like a newborn and have the same joys from back then, but there is something we can do. Absolutely, we can do. Even this morning, I just came back from another session with some other people, and we had a great time. We started really simple with little passive stretches of the toes. We moved on to toe cars, pails against the wall with the blocks, ankle cars. And they were sharing so many beautiful aha moments the entire time. How they felt more grounded, how they felt more aligned, how even their lower back sensations were changing. And it turned out to be what they described as a huge therapy session. I totally appreciate the fact that they appreciated that we started working on the little things and then kept on building up one progression at a time from the bottom up. And I know that people think that toes and feet are ugly and unsightly and stinky and they should be out of sight and out of mind. If you notice, every time I post one of those videos, they often go ignored because people don't want to look at feet, right? But it is a disservice to actually ignore the feet, to never mention the feet and never train the feet. It's a big disservice that most traditional training actually totally ignores the fact that the toes and our feet need our love and appreciation and our curiosity. Um, Notice how sometimes you go to a running clinic, a jumping clinic, a soccer clinic, they don't talk about the toes. They get you immediately into jumping, into moving fast. All those movements start with our toes. They are a big omission if you never think or address them at all. Trying to remind you that if you bring some love and appreciation to your toes, can not just be life changing, can be life saving even. And that you are only as strong as your weakest link. And if you never bring strength training to your toes and your feet and your ankles, how strong can your movements can really be? You don't need to be an athlete to appreciate that you need to have strong feet. We were all born to walk, to move, right? We are not mushrooms to stay in one place. We were designed with legs and feet and toes so that we can move. So let's address the toes. Don't ignore the toes. Don't omit them from your training. I invite you to come to my classes or hire me for a one-on-one so we can totally address your toes and change your life together that way. So you can have a better stride, a better performance, and better abilities to move forward, to feel better, and to move better.